Ever since the dawn of time, Osu players have been trying to use and abuse the hidden modification, which essentially awards free PP, seeing as it doesn't affect the difficulty of the map by increasing its approach rate or anything like that, and it's significantly easier than using flashlight. However, many of those players have now realized that learning hidden is like learning a new language. Damn near impossible. That doesn't speak for all players though. Some players rise above the challenge and come out victorious, and as a result, they set some scores unmatched by many and get leaderboard positions unimaginable to the ordinary player. This story is about one of those players. This story is about Sepid. Sepid, a top 100 Canadian mouse player who's formerly known as Vegetable Straw, joined Osu on April 4th, 2018, and he improved fast. Starting out as a no-mod player, he became aware of his incredible aim ability and used it to his full potential. Within the span of 10 months, he would climb to rank 18,000 overall, on the cusp of 4-digit with 5,100 PP. It takes the average player at least over a year to achieve a feat like this, myself included. So being able to accomplish it in less than a year already showed that great things were awaiting. On top of that, using mouse to accomplish jumps that some tablet users were still unable to accomplish just goes to show what kind of player he was early on. Around May of 2019 is when his rank would spike up twice, eventually landing him at around 12k global. It was also at this time that Sepid, still known as Vegetable Straw, would try out Hidden. It was also around this time that he started fine-tuning another skill that he has come to be well known at. Tech maps. August of 2019 is where things would get really interesting. We need to stop here for a second. After 3 months of having been introduced to the hidden mod, still as a 5-digit, Sepid pulls this score off. It was a monumental achievement. You can judge by this reaction that it was far from expected, and the very next day, the 4-digit barrier was broken. Becoming a 4-digit is a lot harder than people make it out to be. 5-digit is seen to be the universal average for a player, more skilled than a noob or a 6-digit, but not good enough to actually be considered good at the game or a 4-digit. As of right now, May 21st, 2020, the range of 5-digit is 3,359 PP, which means that you pretty much have to double your PP in order to get out of 5-digit. Most 5-digits aren't sure of what mod they are best at yet, and most of them play no mod if nothing else. On top of that, not a lot of 5-digits are crazy farmers, so getting to 4-digit is definitely an accomplishment worth taking note of. Black Rover would stand as his top PP play for around 3 months, until a hidden FC on Ghost Rule Classic Extra, which is a crazy FC in his own right. But just over a week later, Sepid got an FC on a map that would forever mark his legacy in the Osu community. A Makakeru Hoshi Hidden SS. A pretty firm position on a very saturated leaderboard. It's definitely nothing to scoff at, and this would stay as his top play for a long time. So the question started to be asked. We all knew Sepid was a great aim player and a great hidden player. Would he be able to get a 500 PP play with his current skill level? And the answer really seemed like it would be yes. There were several good candidates for scores. From Undercover Hidden FC, which 97.7% accuracy would do the trick, or a Sendan Life Hidden FC. 99% was what was needed, but the map is fairly easy to get accuracy on, given the lack of streams and straightforward rhythm of the song. But Sepid stopped submitting scores that weren't S ranks. These plays never came to fruition, given the fact that Sepid didn't have enough full runs on these maps. However, he still set some pretty good scores on them. Sepid had a 1032 combo run on Sendan Life, which he didn't submit, although his accuracy was not that great, being 98% flat, meaning he wouldn't have gotten 500 PP from it anyways, and a 1113 combo choke and 1079 combo reverse choke, with 99.37% accuracy to boot, which would have given 560 PP if he got the FC on From Undercover top diff. To top it all off, with Sepid not getting a top play for 4 months now, people really started to lose hope. However, on March 18th, Sepid came back and FC'd Black Swallowtail with only one 100, getting 459 PP, finally dethroning his old top play, Amakakeru Hoshi. This map is diverse, containing not only a lot of jumps, but also fast streams, showing that Sepid really is more than just a hidden jump player one trick. Before we continue though, I think it's important to briefly talk about Save Me by Avenged Sevenfold. This map is an 11-minute long stream map with several long death streams and parts that are easy for the average Osu player to miss at. However, that all pales in comparison to the ending. If you were somehow able to FC the previous 10 minutes of the song and not be nervous enough to shake during this part, hitting it on its own is a whole other monster. Countless individuals, myself included 3 times, have FC'd the previous 10 minutes with great accuracy, only to miss, or in some cases even fail, pretty much wasting 10 minutes of our life we could have spent doing something else. So when Sepid told us that he was going to try and go for an FC on Save Me, a map he had never played before, we laughed. But what came next could only be described as magical. He hit the hardest part of the map. All he had to do now was control his nerves and he would have an easy FC. I say that as if it was easy though, and looking at the cursor shake and considering the fact that Sepid plays with mouse, it was not going to be easy. And sure enough, on the last few notes, Sepid choked. An A rank in his top 5. A death blow to his perfect profile. It was a soul-crushing night for everyone involved. Anyways, let's move swiftly back up to speed. On April 7th, around 3 weeks after his Black Swallowtail score, Sepid struck back with another top play, this time on Panda Eye's I Love You map on the top difficulty. The difficulty of these jumps is hard to underestimate, and even as an AIM player, the play still surprised everybody. However, there was something Sepid was working on that no one really knew about. You see, back in March, Sepid found a map called Shinsu Shinturon. It seemed out of his reach, so he played it with little expectations. However, as time progressed, it became clearer and clearer that this run would be coming soon. This would be 500 PP for the FC. And on May 16th, 2020, this happened on stream, with its antics being his only witness. The curse had been broken. Sepid had broken the barrier he had set himself to break for so long. Ever since the Black Rover FC when he was a 5-digit, The thought of being able to pass the 500 PP threshold had loomed over his head. If he could pull off a crazy FC like that, would he be able to just fluke another insane run? Well, not exactly. This was far from a fluke. This was countless weeks, draining attempt after attempt, choke after choke, and not giving up. Sepid went from a no-mod aim player living his best life to pushing boundaries with his insane consistency hidden plays. This isn't even mentioning his newest play, a First Storm FC with hidden and 99.46% accuracy, after only having played the map 11 times. This map is the perfect combination of death streams and aim, a true challenge for anyone who considers themselves to be consistent at the game. If there's one thing we know about Sepid, it's that he doesn't take down a challenge.